So basically, I am a big fat phony. No one wants to watch a video of us down here. We have been filming our journey to minimalism.
Like a tail coming out of a tree.
I've been sharing all of these beautiful, vibey shots of our minimal looking home. Oh, and yet this basement exists.
Oh my God.
It was pretty organized at one point in our lives, but somewhere within the past year since our daughter's been born, it has just really become the ultimate disaster. Not only that, but I have not actually donated any of the things that we have decluttered in our previous videos. They are all just still living down here in the basement, which is just so embarrassing to admit.
We have a whole room at this point. That's the donation room.
But it has gotten so bad down here that Carson is actually the one that pulled the trigger and said, you know what, it's time, because we can't even walk down here. So without further ado, here is our grand ultimate finale, the mother of all messes, the basement.
At this point, like, we're not even at the point of cleaning. We're just at the point of organizing everything. And then it's like, once it's all in place, then we're gonna have to go through and actually clean everything. But everything is so everywhere that we can't actually clean anything until we put it all into places where it should be. And then we're gonna have to go back through everything and actually clean it.
Right.
Like, these shelves are gross, but like, we're gonna have to come back.
Yeah. The basement is basically the exact same footprint as our house upstairs. So there are technically 5 different sections. Murphy is currently asleep, and we have decided that we're just gonna try to attack each room at night while she's in bed, because it's just too much to have her down here with us. So tonight we're gonna focus on this little room right here. I feel like this is just a game of picking things up and putting them somewhere else.
Yeah.
Gotta have me my sheets and towels. Okay, this is actually going kind of quickly. I'm really shocked. We didn't know where to put the sheets and towels, so we just put them all inside of this duvet.
Good.
Temporary storage, temporary storage.
Over under on how long this sits down here.
These just showed up on our door when I was like 6 months pregnant. It is crazy how hard the formula industry works to get you, and just the fact that somehow they knew I was pregnant. It was super creepy. Like, I'm realizing that it truly, truly was the day we came home from the hospital when all of this started to just go to shit. Like, finding all of these random things they gave us at the hospital that are just strewn across the floor. Like this little Perry bottle. I actually had a Perry bottle because I didn't know they would give me one. So I guess I'm gonna try to donate this. Like, so random. Here. I feel like what's happening is we're doing quick, easy, obvious declutter and getting things like into a good place, but then we could almost do round 2. Come back and like actually go through each piece one at a time once it's
That's what I said.
down here.
Actually get everything just into reasonable places in order to even start.
Oh wow, that looks so good.
Because it just sucks to be down here. Like, it's this
It sucks.
horrible place.
I know.
I don't know if you're getting a good vibe.
Well, that's part of why we've delayed this as well. We knew we wanted to film it, and I'm like, sorry, but no one wants to watch a video of us down here.
Enjoy. There's
There's
no way
just a
out.
random rock. Like, what are we?
Pretty sure this is one of the rocks I stole from Antarctica. It's a good rock.
Why would you just let that hang out in the middle of the floor?
They were in this bag.
All right, well, at least it was like a meaningful rock.
My watch.
No way.
I've been looking for this for so long.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
If you would ask me what are the things you would love to find the most in this process, I would say the GoPro and my watch.
Does plant food expire? Look at this.
Oh shit, we fed the mice.
This is like a little lollipop that's been clearly...
Oh, so are those carom bars.
Oh.
Yikes, that's bad. Now we know why we had a mouse problem.
Yeah, we had mice in the past. Let's hope this is from the past. We had someone come.
The past is in the past. Oh, the die.
Okay, in terms of just like cleaning it up enough so that we can walk through the space, I feel like we've done a pretty good job. But this is like round 1. I feel we need to have rounds 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of stuff in here that I'm just like, we don't need, and if we're gonna be moving, we don't need to move with it either.
Agreed.
You know? All right, 1 hour, and it is so much clearer.
Oh my god.
What?
I just found an emaciated rat.
No.
Not a rat, a mouse in one of the old traps he set. Will you bring the trash over here?
Oh my god.
It's like literally just like the skeleton of like a tail coming out of a trap.
This is why we're doing it.
Are you kidding? There's
Thought
just
there's a
been
rat.
a dead freaking mouse down here this whole time.
Yep.
All right, take 2. Oh my god.
Room 1, the most
right.
heavily trafficked, and there was a dead mouse at the bottom of all of it.
I can't even believe that. This is our room where we keep the things that we're planning on donating. They're piled so high I'm sitting on a chair.
I think your main job is just to take the stuff and put it in a couple of our duffel bags. So here's your first duffel bag. There's 2 more right there. I want to take these shelves and move them into that room
Oh.
to try to maximize storage space in the main room and minimize what we do with this space.
Great.
Branch.
Night 2 is complete. It actually only took us like 30 minutes. We did have a little bit of an argument. The camera just so happened to be turned off because I was changing the angle, and then it was one of those things where I wasn't gonna turn the camera on in the middle of our discussion. But we made it to the other side and we're laughing now. It's just, you know, it can be a challenge when we have different
Priorities of what to keep.
Yeah. He did bring me to the light and show me there are certain things of sentimental value that are worth keeping just because they're sentimental. So,
Irreplaceable. We're gonna do some smacking. You are gonna have to kind of lean out a little bit. Tell me if it's too much. Definitely a lot coming off of it. Tons of dust. You okay?
Yeah.
Can you raise it up a little higher so I can do the bottom bit? Okay, we're gonna do this funny thing again, Mooney. Oh, this one is a lot worse. Because the worst places like that.
Okay, we come prepared this evening. We got all of these storage bins, and the idea is that we store most of the stuff that we have down here in the basement into these bins. Because this is an unfinished basement, basically every step that we take upstairs causes debris to fall down onto our stuff, and so that's part of the reason that it's so gross down here, because we're walking around upstairs every day. So we want to protect our stuff a little bit more. And just a note on storage bins are so expensive, it's crazy, but we actually just got these from Home Depot. They're just $8 each. They're probably not going to last forever and ever, but for $8, it's definitely worth it. So what do we want for box number 1? We currently have 3 storage boxes. One has all my pregnancy, birth, postpartum stuff, and the majority of my daughter's clothes and items from the first year of her life, and it's totally overflowing. So I'm gonna redistribute some of that stuff. And then we also have 2 camping boxes that are completely overflowing. So we want to reorganize that and kind of get our different backpacking stuff into one bin and then camping stuff into another bin. This is the type of stuff that's down here that needs a home. That was quite the trip down memory lane, but we have done it. This is literally everything from my daughter's first year of life: baby blankets, hats, swimsuits, all of her clothes, all in one box. Let's hope if we have a baby number 2 that she is in the same size as during the same seasons as Murphy was.
Dull out in this box. Have more squid.
We succeeded with the pregnancy box, which is mainly my pregnancy pillow, but it feels nice to have that stored away. I've been missing our GoPro for an entire year,
I would say the GoPro and my watch.
and we just found it. It was inside Carson's backpack. Oh my gosh, I'm so thrilled about this. Wow. We have literally come down and looked for this like 6 different times. Wow, wow, wow. Thank God. Carson was away last night and he's away again tonight, and I am taking this opportunity of being home alone to really get deep into the depths of decluttering down here. Of course, my camera was dead last night, so I didn't film, but I have to brag. We've had this bag of old markers, highlighters, Sharpies, colored pencils for over 10 years, and we never open it. I went through and I tested every marker in this last night. It was double this size, and I got rid of all the ones that don't work. I tied together the colored pencils. I organized them. So good. And it's exciting because someday soon, maybe in a year or two, my daughter's gonna come to me and say, I'm ready to color. And I'm gonna say, let's go. Literally just found my diploma, which I was going to frame 4 years ago. And yet here it is. Diplomas are just such a funny thing because they seem so symbolic and like you're really supposed to frame them and keep them, but it's just a piece of paper. It also always surprises me that I have a Master of Arts. My degree was in exercise physiology. Why is it a Master of Art? Ugh, what do I do with it? Just so no one freaks out, I'm not gonna like throw it away or anything. I'm just wondering where I store it. Everyone has a box where they put things that they don't know where to put. This is one of those boxes for us. Like, what is this? What is one to do with an old lock that you don't have the code to? We are approximately 3 weeks into this project and we just walked downstairs and it smells so bad. It smells like cat pee.
Truly. It's the worst smell I've ever smelled down here. Our reward for cleaning up the basement to try to make sure that it doesn't smell and there's nothing bad happening down here. We cleaned the whole thing up and now it smells 3 times worse.
What the heck?
Alright, well let's knock this out and get out of this hellhole.
Just like put away things that we aren't. We only have.
Well, the air press is broken. Insert out and put it sideways with the rest of the fan.
This is just broken annoying. The roasting pan.
Get warm, right? So.
We're gonna need a bigger box. All right, there were about 100 cords stacked in a pile right there. And Carson just
There are none.
untangled them all. Good job.
This is USBs, a bunch of random power bricks. Down here, we've got like hefty power cables and accessories up here.
The many surprises that we discovered down in the basement is this massive bag of coins, which I'm pretty sure I started collecting these in college and have just continued to store them in my basement because I didn't know what else to do with them. We are taking action this morning and I am going into the bank to see if I can deposit them. Wish us luck.
No, we're not gonna touch that.
Come over here. The bank will take our spare change, but we have to put them into these sleeves ourselves. So we decided to take the sleeves home and we're going to attack this project together as best we can right now. Penny, penny, penny. Oopsie. All right, I'm really not sure what I'm doing here. Are they supposed to just slide in and hold? Maybe I should stack them first. Wow, this is embarrassing. Okay, Murphy, how do we do it? Do I need to ask ChatGPT what to do here? This is, yeah, can I have this? Okay. That's 1 in, 2. All right. I might be getting it. So I've got 1 finger halfway up holding the bottom. Wait, put this in there. In. Yes. All right, we've got a good system going on here. Love when the toddler feels included. That's gonna be for our next one. Right now we're doing these. Yeah. It's about 3/4 of the way full. I'm concerned they're not gonna take it if it's not full. And that is life with the toddler. You want your jacket on? We have completed the task. I'm not sure if they're gonna take, hang on, we gotta hold this up to Mama's mouth like this. Down? Down. I am not sure if they're gonna take half rolls, but if they do, we have around $15 here, so that's pretty exciting. You want Mama to wear the hat? That is so silly, that Mama. It makes me laugh that they gave us this many sleeves and we only used 6. It almost feels like I'm gonna be walking back to the bank with my tail between my legs like, I'm sorry, I wasn't as rich as I thought, but at least we've got something. Remember that horrible, awful, disgusting smell? It just kept getting worse and worse, and we could not for the life of us figure out where it was coming from until in the 11th hour of this grand project, we discovered that our fridge and freezer are broken, and there was frozen meat in the freezer that had been rotting for who knows how long. And that's all I'll say on the matter, because let's just say it was graphic. But we survived, and we are finally rounding the corner to the finish line. I bought more of those large storage boxes so that we could actually cleanly fit all of our kitchen stuff into one of them. And we also had a few other things I wanted to store away, like gardening things and bedding, etc. We've had a handful of random glassware that's just been hanging out in the open down here. And we really don't want to get rid of the glassware, but we also don't have space for it upstairs. So we decided we could just go ahead and pack it up in preparation for an eventual move down the line. So I got formal glassware packing materials. Again, Home Depot, not sponsored, but that's the cheapest. I actually did take all of the sheets and towels out of that massive duvet cover that we put them into over a month ago, washed them all, got them all neatly folded and put away. I took another big load of stuff to Goodwill. I dropped all the coins off at the bank. They did take them all, thank goodness. And I just finished one more big sweep and vacuum of the entire space. So all that's left is our grand reveal. Now here's what I'll say. We are still in an unfinished basement. So unfortunately, it's still not going to be a super attractive space to look at, but hopefully you will be able to see and feel through the camera that it is so much cleaner and functional, and our stuff is just so much more protected and organized now. So without further ado, here is the basement.